It leads us quite nicely today because obviously since you've had the nil flickerage, they've inserted AI into your heart. So now you're functioning at a different level. Actually, what I want to talk about today was AI. Right, and I had some interesting like stats, interesting things I saw about. I was like, this is crazy. Like the fact this is true is actually mental. Yeah. So let me read some of these stats. Yeah. 72% of teenagers have tried AI companions. 33% have formed some form of relationship with AI chatbots.
I've read this. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Why are you pointing at me? What the fuck?
Have you got an AI girlfriend?
Brother, I literally said I was
That's why she didn't show up.
Have you got an AI girlfriend?
Brother, I literally said I was against AI yesterday.
I have a yes or no?
No.
Cool. That's
I said I was against it.
Yeah.
If you asked me, I'd be like, what?
I said I was against AI yesterday.
That's why you're against it. That's why, because it broke your heart.
Yeah. Did the AI go, actually,
you're not my type. You're the first person to get rejected by AI.
Crazy.
92% of students use AI tools in some form of education.
Yeah, doesn't surprise me. AI is Google.
Can I say what's interesting to me about that stat? Okay. 92% of students use AI tools in some form of educational setting, yeah? Who the fuck is the 8%?
Yeah. Some fucking unresourceful
No,
dick,
forget
bro.
that.
And him.
Well principled. You know, some people are just like, I will not. I will read 3,000 books and educate everybody on this course. Like, bro, 92%, you're in the other 8%, you're finished. Bro.
Yeah, what are you doing here, man?
The other common, I was looking at common uses for people under 40, yeah? And it was saying things like breakups. Like writing breakup messages, yeah. You got to think, back in the day, it was like not nice if you texted someone. We've actually thought you can't get worse than that, yeah. What we've actually now done is we're not even texting them. We are getting a robot to write the message. We are copy and pasting them, which is crazy.
We know someone who wrote a heartfelt message to their significant other using AI.
Crazy.
And then I read it. And I said, bro, you didn't even do edits. Like, you didn't even rejig.
Yeah,
you.
The prompt is in the title, bro.
Yeah, and I can. You know when people use AI and they literally copy and paste it, it's like I can still see the format of chatty. Like, do you know what I mean, bro? Like, you didn't even do no edits. What happened?
I forgot I didn't do something for work today. Very good. Live on the show. The other use cases of AI, very important ones. So I'm going to repeat breakups so you can cut that out. So breakups, we talked about. Winning arguments. Optimizing dating app profiles.
Okay.
Which I thought was interesting. And the final one, which I thought was quite interesting, is therapy.
Yeah.
So people use it for like...
journaling and that.
Yeah, just like getting advice and talking things through and sharing and whatever. So my question to you lot was, how are you currently using AI in your day-to-day lives? Away from work. Like, you cool, use it for work, safe. But day-to-day, how do you use it?
The thing is, I don't bang it out the way I think I should. What else have I got? Again, comparisons, I was looking for boxing gloves.
Parking ticket.
Bro, I got a parking ticket in Sweden, but I had to like chatty, bro, help me, bro. This is in Swedish, bro. No English option, whatever. Even on the website, no English option. So I had to use that. Yeah, mostly this is just comparing stuff and getting stats. Like all this, like comparing the Hume versus the Whoop. Yeah, so, but I know people, for example, the therapy thing, I know people who will speak to ChatGPT, bruv, and it's quite good because then it will give you the feedback, it will give you suggestions, it will talk through your problems with
also,
you.
it's not an hour a week.
Yeah. It's not costing
you can
you
speak to it whenever you want.
quid. Yeah. Exactly that. Like, so, yeah, man, listen, I think that AI is a net positive, bro, in my view.
But are you... There's probably areas in your life you look at right now and you're probably not using it. There's some people that have it tiled into it's like an extension of them. So even like things like I don't do the premium ChatGPT thing.
No, but I will because I want to get to a place where we use this for our business. And when you get the premium, you can, like, for example, I see someone talking about AI, so let's not call ChatGPT because there's loads in there. Everyone just thinks it's ChatGPT in it, but it's like you can get your chat, like, because ChatGPT will typically appease you. It will typically kind of make you feel good. Yeah, it'll make you feel good. It will generally reaffirm what you're thinking or whatever, make you feel comfortable. When really, in the premium version, I think you can change some settings to make it challenge you or contradict you or give a different perspective. So I think I probably will one day. But
you know what it is? It's very important for people that are using AI. As you use it more and more, it's so important to understand how much it hallucinates. Like, it is there to give you words.
What do you mean by hallucinate?
So what hallucinating it means is that AI is, because it's a large language model, what it is when you're putting words in, you ask it a question, it will give you words to answer that question. Whether those words are true or not is not always true. It's not always. It's not 100% accuracy, right?
Is that when it tried to say Cristiano Ronaldo was from Argentina a couple of weeks ago?
Correct. So those are called hallucinations.
Oh, okay.
So it's important to know that when you're using AI, there's two things that are very important. Number one is the quality of your prompts. A lot of people, their prompts don't really can find it well enough, so you get the answer you're looking for. And then they take the wrong answer for the question that they really thought they were asking. Yeah, so that's important. The second thing is, it will say the words, but what it's saying does not mean it's true.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So it's like be very cautious of like even people talking about people using it for work. So, you know how many people just copy and paste and say, "Did you read what that says?"
Yeah, 100%.
That's not
because. And the worst thing is, if you're checking your mirrors, when you're doing the search, it will show you the little scrolly things. It will show you the sources.
Yeah.
And for example, if it's got Reddit as a source, Reddit is a thread where people go on and put their opinions and their views, bro. So it doesn't necessarily make it fact.
Yeah.
But
so you have to be careful, man.
Yeah, 100%. Like, bruv, literally the quiz we did the other day was trying to say Cristiano Ronaldo, what Argentine player scored in the Champions League final. Cristiano Ronaldo is like, what the hell?
Yeah.
So, you've definitely got to check it. Here's a question, though. At what point did you come across AI and think, this is actually insane?
The first time I saw ChatGPT.
And what did it do? What made you think it was, like, insane?
Bro, I'm looking at the microphone, man. Fucking hell. Come off my back, bro. Jesus Christ.
You say come on my back.
What point? What happened?
Married,
what happened?
married, yeah?
What happened?
The fact that there was something that was free to use, that was that open and that knowledgeable, using that much data, and even at the time it couldn't use the internet. It was pretty bare bones compared to what it is now. Like, you just knew that it was going to be different. And that scared me a lot, and it still does, which is why I don't use AI at all.
We'll come back to you because you're concerned on that. I think you're pertinent. What point did you clock it and think this is actually
You know
mad?
what? I've been a very slow adapter to it, which is part of the reason I wanted to have this conversation, because I think what I'm realizing is the actual amount people use it is unreal.
Yeah.
Like I think I'm still like, I feel like a typewriter in the age of laptops. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Is that I think I use it in a very sporadic way. So basically, what I've done this year to try and change that is, at work I've got my laptop, my second screen, but I've got a third screen, and all I keep on that third screen is Copilot.
Yeah.
So what I'm basically doing is, as I'm working, anything I'm doing, I'm just validating, chucking questions in, thoughts, whatever. And I'm seeing, and I think I'm just trying to use it more practically. But what I'm doing now is I use it quite well with work, but my question was more so around how do you use it outside of it? Because I'm thinking, if all these benefits and gains and whatever are from using it professionally, there has to be the same thing from a personal perspective if I use it in a certain way.
Yeah. Like, I'm the same with work. Like,
Just ignore me.
yeah.
Camera's gonna go.
Yeah. With work, like, it's where I'm not so good. So when we're talking finance, for example, and I've got my whole finance thing, and I'll get sent this mad Excel of all these numbers and stuff. I'll put in and go, give me the key themes. Give me the key themes. Give me the things I should consider. Give me the things I should suggest, and all of that sort of stuff. So that's how I use it for work. But when I first clocked, it was insane. This was about 3 years ago. Yeah, me and Jesse were trying to do something businessy. Yeah, and he just pinged me this business plan, and I read it, and I thought, bang! I said, what, Jesse? You wrote this business plan? Like, he's like, no, ChatGPT did. I was like, what? And that's when I first come across it, because I'd never heard of ChatGPT, never heard of this, and I've read this business plan, and to think that he just put a prompt into this program and it spat it was a proper business plan, but it was solid, and that's when I first clocked it, and I used it straight away after that. I'm like, what is it? Show me, help me, bruv. Like, and I've just been not banging that out since, but I think it's the next stage in our evolution of life, man. And I think you can't fight it. But Callum, you want to fight it? Talk to me.
It's not that I don't want to fight it, or it's not that I want to fight it. It's that the current use case for generative AI is damaging to people who are in a creative position like myself.
Agreed.
Because people like script writers, video editors, sound producers, VFX artists, animation artists, photographers,
graphics
designers especially,
rappers, musicians.
Less so music, because I feel like you can't recreate me. I know there's been AI music that has gone mainstream and nobody's thought that it's AI. Bro. But I think that it would never be a major thing, because you would eventually be able to tell. Like you can tell with most things that is AI generated text, you can tell that it's AI generated. I think if there would be the same patterns with songs, but with these other things where you could spend hours putting in a prompt, or you could spend hours working on a prompt that's in the same way as you working on VFX, it's damaging to the skills that you can develop there, or the art in making these things, especially as like a photographer. Like the fact that someone could just put in a photo of a church at dusk at 3 p.m. with clouds in the background and like people walking past, and then that's just a picture. Whereas, someone would have to scout the location, think of the time, think of the weather, think of the place, have the perfect amount of people to get that shot. Hours and hours of work, days and days of preparation, just for someone to be able to write it in text and recreate the exact same thing. It's just stupid.
I think I agree with you when it kills creativity, because even when I think about how I use it in my life, it kind of kills your ability to think for yourself. Don't
get me wrong. I think in the medical aspects of the medical inputs that it's had, or the even specific consumer inputs, like I think ChatGPT itself isn't all that damning outside of coding, outside of writing. I think for general research it's a good tool. For just answering questions like Google, it's a good tool, though you shouldn't, because environmental damage or whatever the fuck. So it's just that really for me.
So do you use the search engine-y one, so Copilot?
I mean, I can't be asked to filter them out, so yeah.
And then, but you're saying you got beef with
I've got
what's the graphic what's it called? Big Banana or something? There's whatever,
Big Banana, yeah, man.
There's one called Banana or something, but you've got beef with the creative, a Canva, for example. You've got a problem with
I have a problem with Canva outside of AI, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and I can respect that, to be fair.
You know what? I've heard your case, and I want to say I completely disagree.
Why?
And let me explain why. Because my philosophy is this, yeah. AI, so allegedly, this is a stat from a very important company that would know something like this, yeah? But 50% of all jobs by 2030 will be done by AI, okay? So if that's the case, I don't believe that what will happen is that now all these people that were brilliant photographers, whatever, will lose their jobs. I think that will be an initial impact of AI, because it can do a lot of the things. But I think the brilliant ones, the ones that are really good at what they do, they will figure out a way to be more effective by leveraging AI to do an even better version of their job.
It's not... I think you misunderstand my point. It's not the use of AI that annoys me. It's not the input. It's the fact that it takes away from it being real. It's not real. It's not a real image. It's generated. Maybe that's based on images that have been taken.
Yeah.
But it's like, if I'm watching a film, hundreds of people have spent hours and hours of their time, millions of pounds have gone into it to make that film happen. With AI, that's not the case. And sure, you could, if you're not going to go into an art gallery and it's going to be full of AI stuff. And if that is the case, then the world's gone to shit. I think I do agree that the statistic of 50% of all jobs will be taken by AI by 2030. But then all we should have left is the creative stuff that makes it human.
Yeah, because you said it earlier about even people that make music. Yeah, for example, I think music is safe, right? Because it's not just the music an artist puts
culture.
out. Exactly, it's the culture. It's that artist's persona. It's the whole character.
AI could not recreate 2008 JME. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, exactly that.
Skepta's never going to get recreated.
You were 1 year old. Why are you saying that? You didn't listen to nothing. I was out there, bro.